Hey everyone, it's your family doctor here. Before we dive into today's topic, I want you to try something really quick, right? Where you're sitting, slowly stand up, no rush, just take your time. Pay attention to that exact moment when both your legs push and your body lifts off the chair. Was it smooth and steady almost? No wobble? Or did you feel a tiny, unintentional sway? Be honest with yourself. That little sway might be so small you'd never notice it in daily life, but please don't brush it off in my eyes. That little sway is a dividing line for aging. On this side of the line, freedom, independence, the ability to care for yourself. On the other side, a future where you might need a wheelchair, a walker, or even someone to help you get out of a chair. A lot of us think that as we age, our biggest enemies are heart disease, cancer, or high blood pressure. And yes, those are critical. But the latest aging research from Europe found that the thing affecting our quality of life the most and the most direct threat is actually the loss of balance. We work so hard running, swimming, cycling, building muscle and cardio. That's all fantastic, but most people completely forget about balance. And balance is what decides whether at 80 years old you can walk out the door to go grocery shopping or to the park, or whether you're afraid to even turn around in your own kitchen holding a cup of water because you might spill it or fall. In today's video, I'm going to share a type of exercise that truly helps us achieve high quality, healthy longevity. It's called dynamic balance training. Here's what's special. It only takes about 10 minutes a day. It's not exhausting, won't leave you out of breath, and you don't need to break a sweat, but it very precisely repairs what I call your body's survival system. Get this system right, and you stay on the good side of that aging line, keeping your freedom, your independence, and your dignity. I'll walk you through the benefits, exactly how to do it, and key things to watch out for, all clearly one by one. My hope is that every single one of you can use this simple method to take control of your later years. Disclaimer, this is for educational purposes only. Always consult your own doctor before making changes. Before we get into the how-to, let me share a true story from my clinic. Last month, a 79-year-old woman came to see me. She walked into the exam room steady, no help, no cane. She looked great, spoke with energy. She told me that in her neighborhood, lots of people younger than her use canes or are so afraid of falling that they barely leave the house. They spend most of their time at home, too scared to go out, but not her. Every morning, she still does Tai Chi in the park. After grocery shopping, she carries her bags up 5 flights of stairs, not out of breath, no knee pain. I was curious, so I asked, "What's your secret?" She just laughed and said, "Nothing special. Since I turned 60, I've followed a balance show on TV every day." At first, I held onto the wall doing one-leg stands, then I let go, then I tried harder moves almost 20 years now. I was honestly impressed. Now, contrast that with a 66-year-old man I see. He really takes care of his body, runs 5 kilometers every morning, great stamina, but a while back he was wiping his table at home, turned to grab a rag, lost his footing for just a second and fell. That fall was bad, hip fracture surgery. Then he was laid up for 3 full months. Now he needs a walker just to shuffle around step by slow step, night and day from running 5Ks. These two stories show a crucial truth. What determines your quality of life as you age isn't how strong your muscles are or how powerful your heart is. It's not how far you can run or how fast you can swim. The real key is how good your balance is. So many people spend years training strength and endurance, but skip the most fundamental thing. Balance is the root of health. When the root is steady, you don't fall. When the root loosens, no matter how strong you are on top, you can go down at any moment. So what exactly is dynamic balance training? Let me put it in plain English. Dynamic balance simply means your ability to stay steady while your body is moving. Let me give you a few examples. Standing on one leg while slowly turning your head side to side. Walking on a slightly uneven path or some small pebbles without wobbling, or closing your eyes and walking slowly along a straight line on the floor. All of these are dynamic balance training. You might think, that sounds easy, everyone can do that, but don't underestimate it. These simple looking moves actually activate 3 core systems in your body in a very powerful way. First, your nervous system. Think of it as your body's command center or your CEO. Dynamic balance training helps nerve signals travel faster and more accurately. For example, if you step on something slippery while walking, if your nervous system is fast enough, it will tell your muscles to react immediately to keep you upright and avoid a fall. Second, your vestibular system. That's deep inside your ear and it's in charge of balance. Many older folks say every time I turn my head, the room spins. That's their vestibular system aging. Dynamic balance training can reactivate it so you feel less dizzy. Third, your motor control system. This helps your muscles contract and relax with precision, not brute force, but finesse. so your body stays stable with the least amount of effort. A long-term European study followed over 20,000 older adults for 10 years. They found that people who consistently did balance training had a 27% lower risk of accidental death. The drop was even bigger for severe, life-threatening risks like hip fractures and brain bleeds. Honestly, that data is more powerful and more reliable than any supplement you could take. But I often see a big misunderstanding in my clinic. People think balance training is only for stroke patients or people with paralysis, that healthy people don't need it and it won't do anything for them. Every time I hear that, I feel it's such a missed opportunity because the core value of balance training is never remediation, it's prevention. And the earlier you start, the better the results. Doing it when you're young is like buying a really solid insurance policy for your older self. Here's a hard truth I have to share with you. Your nervous system starts quietly declining around age 30. It doesn't fail all at once. It's like slowly boiling a frog, little by little. It steals your body's control away. Think back at 30, you could stand on one leg for a full minute, no problem. At 40, maybe 50 seconds and a little wobble. At 50, 30 seconds feels tough. By 60, you might lift your foot and immediately reach for something to hold. This happens so quietly you don't feel sick, but by the time you notice, hey, I can't stand steady anymore, or why am I always grabbing for something, it's often too late. You've missed the best window for prevention. So how do you know if your balance is already declining? Here are 4 specific body signals. See if any sound familiar. Number 1, your legs and feet react slower. You step into a small hole or miss a step. In the past, your body would instantly correct and pull your foot back to steady yourself. Now you might wobble several times, your body sways for seconds before you catch yourself, or you almost fall. Number 2, you sway when turning. Like in the kitchen cooking dinner, you turn to grab a bowl or the soy sauce and your body unconsciously sways, or you have to quickly grab the counter or the wall to steady yourself. Number 3, your knees feel weak or wobbly going up or down stairs. Every step is careful, and you need the handrail to feel safe. Without it, you're scared. Number 4, you feel dizzy getting up to use the bathroom at night. You sit on the edge of the bed for a while before you dare to stand. Otherwise, as soon as you get up and walk, the room spins. If any of these sound like you, I genuinely and sincerely suggest starting balance training today, from today, right now. Why? Because nerve recovery is 100 times harder than muscle growth. Lose muscle and you can usually gain it back in a few months of hard work, but let your nerves decline too long or too far and fixing it becomes incredibly difficult, like a rusted machine with broken parts. You can try to repair it, but it'll never go back to its original condition. So do balance training before problems show up. Do the maintenance early. Don't wait until you're already in trouble and regret it. You might ask, Doctor, I'm perfectly fine. I swim and run regularly. Why do I need to spend extra time on balance? That's a great question. Let me explain. Running, swimming, cycling, these are fantastic for your heart, lungs, and muscles. No question, but they provide very little stimulation to your nervous system and balance system. In other words, having strong cardio and powerful muscles does not mean you have good balance. Balance training works on your body's control system, and that system is the real gatekeeper of whether you fall or stay upright. The benefits of balance training go way, way beyond what you might think. The most direct and obvious benefit is that your body gets steadier. When you walk, your feet feel like they're rooted to the ground, no sway, no wobble. You can stand for a long time without your back aching or your legs going numb. And interestingly, when your body is steady, your mood often settles down too. You don't get as easily irritated or anxious. I had a patient who always told me he couldn't stand for 5 minutes without getting tired, achy legs, and a sore back. After 3 months of consistent balance training, he came back for a follow-up visit grinning and said, Doc, I was chatting with my old friends at the community entrance for an hour. No problem at all. Beyond that direct benefit, balance training has 3 deeper, more profound benefits. First, it reduces chronic inflammation. Many people don't realize that an unstable body causes unnecessary wear and tear on your joints and organs. For example, if you sway while walking, your knees take uneven pressure, more on one side, less on the other. Over time, that leads to knee problems and arthritis, painful, swollen knees. Also, if your body is always swaying, your internal organs jiggle slightly over the long term. That triggers chronic low-grade inflammation. Many chronic diseases like diabetes and high blood pressure are actually linked to this kind of chronic inflammation. Balance training stabilizes your body and reduces that unnecessary wear and tear. Less inflammation means lower risk of chronic disease. Second, it improves metabolism, sleep, and your hormones. When your body feels unstable, your brain stays in a state of alert, tense, on edge. That triggers the release of cortisol, a stress hormone. If cortisol stays high for a long time, your blood sugar swings more, fat builds up around your belly, and at night you toss and turn and have trouble falling asleep. Balance training has a wonderful effect. It helps your brain slowly relax and lower cortisol production. I had a patient in his 50s with long-term insomnia and high blood sugar. He tried a lot of medications but saw only limited results. I suggested he try 20 minutes of balance training every day. 1 month later, he came back and told me, now I lie down around 10 p.m. and fall asleep by 11. My blood sugar is more stable and my doctor even reduced my medication. He was absolutely thrilled. Third, it holds the first domino in place. As you probably know, health is like a row of dominoes. One falls and the rest follow. Poor balance leads to falls. Falls lead to fractures. Fractures lead to being stuck in bed for a long time, and being bedridden leads to serious complications like pneumonia and blood clots. A lot of people don't die from the fall itself, they die from the chain reaction that comes after the fall. Balance training firmly holds that very first domino in place. Keep your balance good so you don't fall easily, and that whole long string of problems becomes much less likely to happen. Now, after all those benefits, you're probably asking, how do I actually do it? No problem. I've put together a complete progression from beginner to advanced. Whether you're 20 years old or 70 or 80, you'll find moves that fit your current fitness level. And yes, it only takes about 10 minutes a day, which makes it very easy to stick with. If you're new to this, please don't rush. We'll start with the simplest beginner moves. These are designed to help you rebuild your basic stability. Even if your balance is very poor right now and you need to hold on to something to stand, you can still do these. Beginner move 1 wall assisted 1 leg stand. Find a sturdy wall or a solid door frame in your home. Stand with your feet together in front of the wall. Lightly place one hand on the wall and let your other hand hang naturally at your side. Then gently lift one foot off the ground just a few inches. No need to go high. Hold this position and silently count to 30 seconds. Then switch to the other foot. When you first start, it's fine to press a little into the wall. As you get steadier and more comfortable, try to use less pressure from a firm hold to a light touch, then just your fingertips and eventually no touch at all. Standing freely. This move looks very simple, but it's extremely effective. It activates the small muscles around your ankles and makes your standing foot stronger and more stable. Beginner move 2, sit to stand. Find a sturdy chair. Please never use an office chair with wheels. That's too dangerous. Sit in the chair with your feet about shoulder width apart. Place your hands on your thighs. Do not hold onto the chair or armrests. Then, using the strength of your legs, slowly stand all the way up. Once you're fully standing, slowly sit back down. Repeat this standing up and sitting down motion 10 to 15 times. This move builds leg strength and core stability. A lot of falls in older adults happen exactly at that moment of standing up from a chair. The legs don't have enough strength, the body leans forward, and down they go. Master this move, and you'll get up from any chair smoothly and steadily, no wobbling. Beginner move 3, heel to toe straight line walk. Find a straight line on the floor. It could be a tile grout line, or you can use masking tape to make your own line. Stand with both feet at the starting point, then place the heel of one foot directly against the toes of your other foot. So both feet are almost in a single line. Now, like a tightrope walker, walk slowly along that line, one step at a time. Keep your eyes focused on a fixed point ahead of you, a mark on the wall, a picture, something in the distance. Do not look down at your feet. Looking ahead trains your balance much better. Walk about 10 to 15 steps, then turn around carefully and walk back the same way. Spend just 10 minutes a day on these 3 beginner moves. Stick with them for 2 weeks. You will very clearly feel that you walk much steadier than before, and you wobble less when you turn around. When you feel that you can easily complete the beginner moves without holding onto anything and without wobbling, then you're ready to move to intermediate moves. Intermediate moves challenge your dynamic stability and take your balance to the next level. Intermediate move 1, unsupported 1 leg stand. This move is a gradual progression from the wall assisted 1 leg stand. You don't hold on to anything. Stand with your feet together, hands at your sides, or if you're just starting this level. You can gently open your arms to the sides for a little extra balance help, then lift one foot and try to keep your body steady without swaying. The goal is to hold this for 30 seconds or more. If it feels too hard at first, that's completely fine. Start with 10 seconds, then add 5 seconds each day as you train. You'll reach 30 seconds before you know it. Intermediate move 2, cushion stand. Find a cushion that has a little thickness to it or an old pillow you don't use anymore. Place it on the floor, then stand on the cushion. At first, start with both feet on the cushion. Get used to that soft, unstable feeling while keeping your body from wobbling. Once you feel steady with both feet, try standing on one leg on the cushion. This move is especially valuable because the unstable surface gives a much stronger workout to your ankles and your nervous system compared to standing on a hard floor. Your balance will improve faster. But here's a critical safety tip. Always place a sturdy chair next to you. If you feel like you're about to lose your balance, you can immediately reach out and hold on to it to protect yourself. Intermediate move 3, eyes closed stand. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart on a firm flat floor. Make sure there's something stable within reach that you can hold on to. Then slowly close your eyes and try to keep your body steady. Start with closing your eyes for 10 seconds, then gradually increase to 20 seconds, then 30. This move really challenges your vestibular system and your proprioception, your body's internal sense of where it is. When you close your eyes, you remove the help of vision. Your body has to rely entirely on its internal systems to stay upright. Do this move well, and your balance becomes extremely precise. Again, only do this in a very safe environment with something to hold on to nearby. Spend 10 minutes a day on these intermediate moves plus the beginner moves for a total of 20 minutes. Stick with this for 1 month and your balance will improve dramatically. If even the intermediate moves feel easy to you, then you're ready to try advanced moves. Advanced moves improve your body's overall control so you can stay steady in more complex, unpredictable environments. Advanced move 1, one leg stand with head turns. First, get into an unsupported one leg stand. Wait until your body is completely steady. Then slowly and gently turn your head to the left, look at a fixed point on that side, and hold for 3 seconds. Then slowly turn your head to the right, look at a fixed point, and hold for 3 seconds. Repeat this left-right cycle 5 times, then switch to the other leg. This move trains your coordination very well. Your upper body is moving, but your lower body stays steadily balanced. Advanced move 2, Tai Chi Rise and Cloud Hands, actually. Tai Chi itself is excellent balance training. You don't need to learn the whole routine. Just learn the 2 simplest and most core moves, the rise and the cloud hands. For the rise, stand with your feet shoulder width apart. Slowly raise your arms forward and upward until they're about shoulder height, then slowly lower them back down for the cloud hands. Move your arms in a big circular motion side to side, letting your body gently turn and your weight naturally shift from one foot to the other. These 2 moves make your body more agile and your weight transfer smoother. Later, even in crowded places like a busy Walmart or a farmer's market, you'll be able to move around people easily without getting bumped or knocked off balance. You don't need to do advanced moves every day. 2 to 3 times a week is plenty. On the other days, stick with intermediate moves. That way you keep making progress without tiring your body out too much. Beyond those specific training moves, let me share a few everyday life hacks. You can weave balance training naturally into your daily routine without carving out extra time. Your balance will improve without you even noticing. Life hack 1, practice one leg stands while brushing your teeth. In the morning, stand at your bathroom sink, lightly hold the counter with one hand, hold your toothbrush with the other, and lift one foot. After you finish brushing, switch feet, you brush twice a day. That's 2 balance sessions. So convenient. Life hack 2. Do sit to stands during TV commercials. When a commercial break comes on, don't just sit there waiting. Stand up and sit back down a few times. As soon as the commercial ends, sit back and continue watching. You get your exercise in without missing any of your show. 2 birds, 1 stone. Life hack 3, intentionally walk the line when you're out and about. When you're walking on the sidewalk, follow the line between the concrete slabs or a straight edge along the curb. Try walking heel to toe for just 10 to 15 steps. You'll train your balance without even thinking about it. These life hacks are very easy to stick with because they take almost no extra time over weeks and months. Your balance will quietly get much, much better. Now, I have to go over a few very important safety notes. These notes are even more important than the training moves themselves. Number 1, safety always comes first. When you train, make sure there's always something within reach that you can grab. A sturdy chair, a wall, a door frame. Keep the floor dry and free of any water or clutter so you don't slip. Pay attention to your shoes. Wear non-slip shoes with flat, stable soles. Never wear slippers or high heels while doing these exercises. If you don't feel well on a particular day, for example, you're dizzy, have a headache, or your blood pressure is unusually high or low, skip training that day. Wait until you're feeling better. Number 2, always progress step by step. Do not jump straight to advanced moves. Even if you think you're in great shape and have plenty of stamina, please start with beginner moves. 1 step at a time, build a solid foundation first, then slowly increase the difficulty. That's how you avoid injury and get real results. Number three, be consistent. Balance training doesn't show results in 2 or 3 days. It takes long-term consistent practice, just like brushing your teeth or washing your face. It needs to become part of your daily life. I've seen so many people give up after 1 week because they don't feel any change. That's really a shame. At least stick with it for 1 month. Most people will notice clear improvement. Number four, listen to your body. If you feel any sharp, intense pain or severe dizziness or nausea during training, stop immediately. Don't push through it. Rest for a while. If the uncomfortable feeling doesn't go away, go see your doctor and get a professional evaluation. Number five, I need to be very clear about this. Everything I'm sharing today is health information for educational purposes. It's general science education. It cannot and should not replace professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. If you have a more serious medical condition, for example, you've had a stroke before, or you have Parkinson's disease, or your balance problems are already so severe that you have difficulty even standing, then please go talk to your doctor first. Train under the guidance of your physician or a physical therapist. That is the safest way. After all that, let me give you a simple summary. The exercise that truly allows us to live a long, healthy, happy, and dignified life is often not the one that costs a lot of money, takes a lot of time, or requires expensive equipment. It's often something simple, convenient, and free, like dynamic balance training, done at home for just 10 minutes a day. Its benefits go far beyond just walking steadily 80. More importantly, it helps you reduce fall risk, ease chronic body pain, improve sleep quality, stabilize your mood, and keep your dignity as you age. You might say, Doctor, I'm still young, only in my 30s or 40s. Why should I start this now? Can't I just wait until I'm older? Let me give you an important way to think about it. Balance is like the money in your bank account. The more you deposit when you're young, the more you have to withdraw when you're old. If you start training at 30, by the time you're 60, your balance might still be as good as a 40-year-old's. But if you wait until you're 60 to start, no matter how hard you try, no matter how consistent you are, you will never get back to that younger state. And balance training is not about age. I've seen 20-year-olds who can't stand on one leg without wobbling all over. I've also seen 80-year-olds who can easily do an unsupported one-leg stand, steady as a rock. The key is not how old you are. The key is whether you start and whether you keep doing it. Balance training is not like weight loss, where you see the number on the scale drop in 1 week. It's not like putting on lotion where you feel your skin gets smoother immediately. But what it gives you is the most real, the most fundamental protection. It lets you at 80 or even 90 years old still tie your own shoes, wash your own hair, walk around the grocery store yourself. No need to bother your kids. No need to lie in bed waiting for someone to take care of you. You get to have an independent, dignified, happy later life. I truly hope that from today, from right now, you will put dynamic balance training into your daily life. Start with the simplest move, the wall-assisted one-leg stand. Spend 10 minutes a day. Make a small but very worthwhile investment in your own future health. If you found today's video helpful, please don't keep it to yourself. Share it with your family, your friends, your neighbors. Let more people know about this simple and effective way to stay healthy. Let's all get healthier together, grow older together, and stand steady together. And please feel free to drop a comment below. Let me know how it goes after you start practicing, or if you run into any questions, we can talk about it together. Thank you so much for watching today. I'll see you in the next video. If you're dealing with any health concerns, please schedule a visit with your primary care doctor. I'm here to help you understand the science, not replace professional medical advice.